I haven't prepared anything either, but I think given what you obviously know of me and given the nature of just us and our relationship, I think that's probably fitting. Yeah, where to start? I mean, it's always interesting. I get people when people ask me, oh, you have a sister who's a year and a half younger than you, or maybe they meet you and they'll say, are you and your sister close? And it's always weird answering that question because, I've only had one sister. I just kind of, I don't know, we just are what we are, but, whenever I really sit back and think about it, and just think of everything we've been through with, 18 years together, I guess. It's just so true. We've shared so much, and I think it's really easy to forget about how much has really happened between us. But it is pretty. It's almost so amazing that we don't even have to think about it anymore. And I've just spent all these years kind of watching you, and as kind of a peer and as a sibling, it's I'm not necessarily thinking of how amazing everything you do is, just because maybe there might be a little element of a competition in there, just because the brother thing that that's always kind of in there. But certainly getting older and just watching you go through a lot of the same stuff that I've gone, I've just been really impressed how you've handled things. Often better than I have in the same situations. I remember specifically funny things you remember, but a little conversation that we had. I was down at school, and I called home the night of one of the parties after prom. And like you were passing the phone around just talking to different people, but I talked to you for a long time, and I remember what you said was, I find that we end up doing a lot of the same stuff, and it's not because I want to follow in your footsteps, but I kind of just do my own thing, and I just kind of tend to. And I think that just really touched me somehow. I don't know, it's, having someone that I know is so close to me and has shared so many experiences and is happy sharing so many experiences and enjoys that. And I'm really blessed to have someone so close to me who is willing to, share so much with me. And that's where I know, just talking to a lot of my friends who have kids, have siblings the same age who are, going off to college, and I'm just blessed enough to have another, however many years with you. Hopefully I won't be around more than 2 years. That's all right. But yeah, no, it's especially considering how much we've grown together, especially going through high school, growing up together. I just feel really lucky that you're still going to be there, and I'm lucky that I didn't have to deal with that, at least yet. But I'm looking forward to having you there. And you're an inspiration. You humble me more than I'd ever usually care to admit, I guess. But yeah.